welcome to my first video. I've never done YouTube before, and I'm now, I think, of that age category where it's probably not cool that I am doing YouTube, but I'm giving this a go. My name's Courtney. Thank you for visiting my channel, all of the total of potentially 1 or 2 people out there. But the whole reason why I'm doing this is not for followers or likes or any of that stuff, but is because I'm finally in a place in my career, in my research, in my education, that actually makes me want to stand up and say something. And I think because I have a strong conviction, I'm very human driven, and I focus on empathy and advocating for those and actually calling people out for their crappy behaviour, that I thought I would start something that I can share this on rather than just within my circles in which I float. So I'm going to try and keep this short. And one thing you'll very quickly learn about me is that I like to talk, and I can do it well. So, my name is Courtney. I am a teacher by qualification. I have a bachelor's degree in science, specifically biology, and I have a bachelor's degree in education. I have postgraduates in grief, loss and trauma, and in disability studies, and I'm working towards finishing my master's finally, after having had our twins who are now 14 months old. So I'm navigating all of that while also looking to challenge what unfortunately has become the norm. So why am I here and why am I doing this? Well, I've kind of already explained that I want to go bigger, but one of the things that I would like to do is connect the dots between what may be just accepted. I want to challenge people. I want them to think differently, and I really want to provide a perspective that hopefully has a how or a what attached to perhaps reasons, and vice versa. So moving forward, one of the things that's going to come out of this series, or the series of videos that I'm going to be working on alongside my good friend and colleague Chris. We're going to do some videos together as well, because we bounce off each other really well, and we kind of banter and we disagree, but we also agree, and we offer different perspectives from different experiences. I think it is helpful to know a little bit about my career background. So whilst I have those qualifications that I'm working towards, I've also worked extensively with families who are separated and are not able to have contact. So that means through doing handover and child supervised reporting, which is a court requirement for some families, to ensure that kids are safe with the parent or the caregiver that they're with. So I've also worked in therapy. I've worked as a developmental therapist, which is somewhat like a developmental educator under the guidance of a clinical psychologist, and I had a client load of roughly around 12, and we also did groups and a whole bunch of stuff. So and now I'm working towards being a developmental educator, and down track hoping that maybe I can go back to doing some client work alongside my education passion. So there's a little bit in both of those worlds. I currently work as a leader in a school in diverse learning, and I also have gone around Australia informing our set of schools in inclusive education. So I have quite a scope in terms of a career. When Chris and I were talking about the types of names, I came up with one and he came up with one, and we liked both of them. So we definitely always laugh as we go down these incredible rabbit holes just based off of something that might be happening within our immediate environment. And we do tend to take things, quite big, and we start to unpack human behaviour. And Chris will be able to introduce himself a bit more in his background, but his is definitely in the psychology and counselling realm. And he's also done extensive work in therapy, particularly with individuals who have autism. And so we came up with rabbit hole because it's definitely one of them, and I really wanted to call it Let's Cut the Crap, because that's exactly who I am. So in saying that, Courtney, it's time to cut the crap. We're going to move on, and I'm going to see you in our next video.